Hello folks, my name is Mark. This is Why I Hate the World. How you guys doing? So, Trump has flip-flopped on a couple of things recently. Some pretty high-profile events here in the Trump administration. First and foremost is his deal with the Democrats regarding DACA, which you guys, and the also the debt ceiling, if you guys aren't aware of that. So last week, Donald Trump surprises everybody and has dinner with Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, and comes out and says that he's going to raise the debt ceiling and also pass a bill regarding the DREAM Act, which is DACA, and he's going to do it without tying funding for his border wall to it. So it's like, wow, there you go. And that predictably caused some stir in the media there. And then yesterday, right, Donald Trump comes out and says that he's not going to pull out of the Paris Climate Agreement, which is absolutely bananas. It's like, wow, man, like he's just reversing, on all of this bad shit that he's been doing for the last 8 months. And it leaves me kind of wondering what's coming next. Is he going to like reverse his transgender ban in the military next? One can only hope. And, it's kind of, it makes me happy. It makes me happy to see that Donald Trump is, realizing why people hate his ass so much. Right. Apparently that's real. Apparently he had a kind of self-realization moment a little while ago. I found a news story that was reporting about this, and if I can find the link, I'll put it in the thing. But he apparently had a self-realization moment a few weeks ago where he just realized, like, everybody fucking hates him, and he's going to be the worst president of all time if he keeps up his shenanigans, and if he keeps listening to the right wing, and, and now that Steve Bannon is out of there, maybe now, like, he's starting to get some good advice. Right. You notice all of this stuff only happened after Steve Bannon left. So he doesn't have this, like, fucking worm tongue guy, sitting there whispering fucking poison into his ear at night and shit. And he's actually starting to make decent decisions based on rational evidence and shit like that, right? So, but here's the thing. Alright, so I'm happy that this is happening. I'm happy that he's trying to appeal towards the middle, and he's not, beholden to the fucking racist base, right? Because those people now, the Trump base, are just losing their fucking minds, right? And I'm happy that he's not paying attention to those guys. And he's trying to move towards the center and trying to appeal towards Democrats and the 65% of people in the country that fucking, like, hate his ass, right? But I'm still not voting for him. Hell no. I'm not voting for him next time. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if he does a complete 180 and becomes like a really good president. Still not voting for his ass. And you want to know why I'm not voting for him? Because it shows to me that his convictions are not sincere. It tells me that if he was willing to use these people, right, which a lot of us during the campaign and stuff said that he was, but if he was willing to use the hard right racist wing and like take that and tack his populist economic message onto it, right, and if he was willing to exploit those people in order to get elected and cater to them and shit, right, in order to keep his poll numbers up and all that, that tells me that he's basically a guy that will just do anything to get what he wants. He'll say anything, and it's to me that's no different than Mitt Romney. He's basically just turned into a politician, turned into another scumbag, say anything, do anything, suck anybody's dick in order to get what you want, and maintain power kind of fucking politician. It's like it's revolting almost, right? At least you could say before, well, at least he's fucking true to his word. And now he's not even that. It's not even that anymore. It's like, now you truly do not know what to expect. Whereas before, he would just lie but you had a good idea what he was going to do anyway, right? You know, it's like, oh, we're not gonna touch the Dreamers. Yeah, right. But you're running on a campaign of anti-immigration and stuff. Of course you're going to touch him, and then he does. You know, that's what we knew that was going to happen, right? But now you don't even know. Now it's like, well, what the fuck, man? What is he going to do? His opinion will change, you know, for real, at any given moment. So you can't believe a fucking word the guy says. You know, if there's one thing a politician needs to have, right, is at least the illusion of being trustworthy. You know, a politician at least needs to put out that veneer to make it look like he's at least gonna try to do some of the shit that he says he's gonna do. Trump is basically he's reversed on every fucking thing that he ran on, you know, which, don't get me wrong, is good for the country. All right, because the shit that he ran on is like toxic and bad, and you know, kicking out foreigners and all this other shit, you know, starting trade wars with China and all this other crap. Like, it's basically, if we were to follow the Trump agenda, this country would be screwed. So I'm happy that we're not following it, but it just shows me the kind of man that he is. And it's like, now, you know, I don't know how anybody could still support this fucking guy, you know. And apparently his base sees it that way too, because they're pretty much losing their minds. You know, there's videos now of people online burning their Make America Great Again hats, right? And that, you know, makes me feel warm inside to see how, you know, that it's only taken, what is it, September? It's taken 9 months for it to all come crashing down. I'm very happy about that. It's like, I could have told, you know, I told you that the people making the frog memes were going to turn on him. And by the end of his administration, those frog memes are going to be making fun of Trump. It's happening. I told you it was going to happen, right? It's happening. So, anyway, it's I guess, a good day and a bad day for America at the same time. You know, it's a good day that, you know, because Trump is reversing his fucking ridiculous policies, you know. And you know what I think it is? I think it's basically like an attempt to take credit for Obama's achievements. If you think about it, it's like Obama puts in, you know, the DREAM Act. Trump gets credit for not taking it away. What kind of shit is that? You know, it's like, no, you don't deserve fucking credit for that. You don't deserve credit for not taking away a fucking policy that everybody likes. Fuck you, you know? So, I don't know, just, anyway, to cut this short, don't let him get away with it, folks. Don't fall for it. The guy's a fucking scumbag still, right? He's just, now he's a scumbag who fucking is, like, trying to, like, you know, warm up to you. And it's like, get the fuck away, man. I'm tired of your ass. You lost your chance. You know, basically that's what it comes down to, is that he blew it. He lost his fucking chance to ever ingratiate himself with the left wing in this country. So, take what you can get. You know, now at this point it becomes a manipulation game. And it's like, now all we should do is just manipulate his ass in order to get legislation that we want passed. And then at the end of his term, if he hasn't been impeached, just fucking vote his ass out. Anyway, that's up for me. Adios, folks.